these are the specs. So let's start here. I'm going to put you with the idea. First is this h2 that we have here in this text. You're already familiarized with that. We have this component which has from here to the left party, from here to the right is the right part. In the right party, from here to the left is the right left. Then from here to right is the right. We have left, and left, right. That's the idea. So let's go to our environment and make that happen. So I'm going to have first section. This is going to be section specs. Okay, let's have our section heading right here, and I'm gonna be using margin bottom large since I'm gonna have a bit of separation right there. h2, this is gonna be heading secondary, and let me just copy this. If you wanna write, that's up to you, but this is simply a text. Then we're gonna have, after this div, the body, which is gonna be section heading body, and I want to have this centralized, so I'm gonna say u text center. You can generate the alarm or simply copy here. Where are you? My god, my mouse is not working how I should see it working. Question tag, save, see how it's going to look like. Okay, now how I should see. This is because this is not centralized. Do you remember that we have u text center in our div, then we put this h2 inside of it? That's how we've been doing. Oh my god. Yes, this paragraph also we can include here up. So let's see now, much better. Actually, we should have a margin bottom right here, and I thought I have put it previously. Okay, this is right here on the background container, but it should be on the container of that background container. Let's save, and yes, we have, and we are going to have a margin to the bottom here, which is large. So let me just add right here for simplicity. It's already here. Okay, let's write engine specs. I'm going to have my specs, then have my specs group. Inside of the group, I'm going to have the specs group on the left side. Then I'm going to have specs group again, left. Here's where I'm going to have my h4, saying first this is co subscript to emission, right? Go back, give a space. I'm going to have a paragraph. It's gonna be span. Class is gonna be one of the spec. Title. This time I'm going to say low. And here I'm not going to be giving a space. I'm going to have another spec. Span is going to be spec. We have title, value. So it could be spec name and value, and this is 350 grams per kilometer. I'm feeling that, and you simply have to keep pasting. Okay, here I have some 186, 162, 174, and 215. This is low, mid, high, extra high, and combined. Save. This is the part of my specs group that's on the left part, and it's at the same time left because we are focusing on this part right here, left. Next, what we have is the same group, but now is right. Let me go here and put again the dash. This is not CO2 emission, but it's fuel consumption. Fuel how do I write consumption? Is consumption. Yes, I guess. And let's go. Instead of being these values for low, we have 1 liters per 100 kilometer. That's the part that I really don't like. Keep writing this stuff. Control here. This is 7.2. I'm using commas here. Next I have 980. Next I have 7.4. Finally is 10.7. I like to use points, why it's comma. 10.7. Save and see. Okay, here we have. Next we have another group, which is the specs group right. Here we are on the left, so we have to copy this stuff right here. Okay, my mouse is not helping me, so let me come here, copy, and paste here. I have specs group left, now it's right. Specs group right, left, and specs group right. Nice. Now I'm going to have to make some small changes. How this is related to engine, I'm going to create here engine, and this with this reside inside of my engine. I have my specs group right. I can simply make it much easier here. Instead of having specs group right left, I have an idea which is much better. Okay, I'm going to change the idea that we were working with previously. I'm just going to say engine, then here is left. Left, and here I'm going to have engine right. So instead of using the specs group right, left, right, I'm going to be using engine left, engine right, but all this in the specs group right, instead of doing the same that we have made here. So that's a cool idea. I can simply come here on my spec just to make this much interesting and more organized. I can put engine spec title. Nice. And here I'm going to have engine spec value. So let me click on all of this, change their classes, and say engine spec value. Instead of H4, I'm going to put my H3. It's nice here, and say engine, then have here my what I have, Okay, starting price in this is different, so I'm going to say p engine start price. Okay, it starts from this amount here that we have, 74990, and here we have the month price, which is 600 per month. So I'm going to put here month price. Okay, I'm going to give a space here. How you can see, I have some specifications, then the break row to put the value, the name, break row. I'm going to follow that here also. Let me put a enter right here, put a break row. This one is spec title, is going to be to fuel type. This is petrol, yes, petrol. Then here follow the same. I can put my break row. I'm going to have my combined consume, this is in this range. This car consumes so much. I think I should start with 5.8 to 6.5 liters, 100 kilometers. Okay, let me put this here. Then we have the traction, so let me put the brake row. Enter here. We have the traction part. This is the type. Okay, this is 4-wheel. We have here to put the brake row. What comes and is maximum power is 306 HP. Let's go and check. Yes, oh, we have this icon here, so we're gonna put it after this span. So I'm going to write here icon. This is info circle. Yes, class font awesome FA circle, info circle. That's what I said. It's info circle. Let me save. And we don't have this last specification. That's it. Go to the engine right. I say this engine, how this. In the engine right, we're gonna have much stuff, and I'm getting tired of writing here, but I'm going to do with you. At inspect title is the acceleration first. This car accelerates. Let me put here acceleration and put the brake row 0 to 100 kilometers per hour. Then we put a brake row here also. This pen can come down. It takes some 4.8 seconds. Nice. Next, I'm going to have my transmission. I'm going to put a brake row here. Take this down, and I know that this car is automatic. I don't know if people in these days really like to drive manual cars, but I think there are still people who like to drive that type of car. I'm going to put here combined. This is the CO2 emission. You already know how to write CO2 sub. Here we have the 2. animation. I'm going to put my break rule here. Go to the next line. The consumption is 60 to 120 grams per kilometer. It's so small and it's cool for me. And yes, let's see what we have. Okay, also this thing for circle. So I'm going to copy from here. Right after, and yes, let me hit enter. Next, I don't have this. What I have is about this all four-wheel drive, great performance and so on. So I'm going to group these inside of a div, say engine ride driving wheel. Yes, wheel. No, this is driving wheel. With this, just I'm going to put a paragraph, just put some space saying all wheel drive. Then what I have next, O is great performance, so let me put here great performance. Finally, I have auto suspension. Here we have. Let's see how it looks in the browser. Not how we want, but all the content is really here. In the next lesson, we're going to start making this look like what we desire using our skills of CSS.